see Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos versus Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And as we begin week 2 in the NFL, he was truly one of the top stories around the league. What a debut. Didn't look phased at all, handled everything with poise and grace, and played through in a big way. I can't wait to see what the defenses throw at him this week and see how he adjusts.
Right to the air goes Nix. That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1. He'll keep it himself.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it?
3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. On the give, it's Warren. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. We can look at this Bronco defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Down the left sideline. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Calvin Austin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense, because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
Do you think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Throwing Nix.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Up the middle they go. Harvey.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now.
Touchdown, Broncos! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
Yeah, they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Right back to him on 1st down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Running left, it's Warren.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Now a run with Warren.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Following the fumble recovery, Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 2nd and 10, here's Nix again.
Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Harvey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here's Nix. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw is Nix.
Open man right side is Ingram. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He targets Ingram for another grab.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nix to the air. That's taken in by Franklin.
He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 32 on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Dobbins once more. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuffed behind the line.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Fights off the tackle at the 20.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
To go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Howard.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Warren will try the right side.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They run behind center with Gainwell.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cordero Patterson.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
Boswell good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun is Nix. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a handoff coming left is Gainwell to about the 48-yard line.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll run it. Warren. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'll run. It's Patterson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. On the run, it's Warren, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Howard. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Denver's offense ready to go again. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
2nd down and 4. Now it's Nix. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Nix now on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nix looking to throw again.
He finds his man, complete. That's Harvey. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw again. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 45 yards away.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
In motion left is Wilson. Howard now, throwing to start the drive. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. To throw is Howard. A final shot before break.
That's caught. It's Austin left side.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. Rashee Rice, a touchdown reception. From there, we make the trip east as we head all the way to Jacksonville to check on the Jags. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. 35-13, the final score. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Kyler Murray with 2 first-half touchdown passes. It was a terrific first half for the rookie first-round pick, Bo Nix. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better. But out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Here's Warren.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
77 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That guy's going to want the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to be the offensive coordinator now because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching him more? Do you see me out there moving around, wiggling, and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
A handoff for Warren.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
This 2nd and 4. From the gun, a give to Gainwell.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
This is Patterson.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on third and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
On the give, it's Warren.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
operating from the gun. Howard. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Boswell's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Nix.
He's going to air one out. A leap in. He's got it. He got it.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Harvey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Throwing on 2nd down, Nix.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Nix throwing on 3rd down.
And he comes back with one complete. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 34.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
104 yards for him on the ground now. On that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
The focus after that run isn't how many yards they gained.
They said they gained a first down, and they've been running it well all game long.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here's Patterson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play and who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Up the middle, here's Sermon. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Second down and 8.
Slot man moves right.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 19-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
And they'll hand off to Hull.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Howard. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
In motion left goes a tight end.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
3rd and 2. Now a run with Warren.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
And following an injury-shortened campaign 2022, Watt returned to his elite form a season ago, recording a league-leading 19 sacks and 19 tackles for loss.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Austin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
First down. It's Warren. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
And here's a handoff to Gainwell.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now they'll audible to something else. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. Warren. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 25. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Patterson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Second and 1 from the 2. They'll run it. Warren. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Now 1st and goal. Warren is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Set to take over. The Broncos offense trots back out. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Nix from the shotgun. Finding Sutton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Over the middle, complete. That's Harvey. 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to the air with Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Harvey. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harvey.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. So now the Steelers down by 7, 40 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Back to throw, Rodgers. That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Rodgers to throw. That's pulled in by Wilson. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
To throw is Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They're going to try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. No flags. And there may be from winning the football game.
And boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Here's 1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side. An outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.